When I came in 2014, we used to have a lot of complaints from guards. From their home, their wives would come following them at the place of work, saying, oh, they have not left them money for food, or they have beaten them, or they've abused them in one way or the other. And that obviously became a concern for us because our work is security, not community liaison. So we embraced this training from ICOCA on human rights in our training. And we also brought in people from the police about community policing. And this became our norm. And slowly by slowly, we've seen those complaints reducing. And I can say in the last 2 years or so, we don't receive such complaints as such. And obviously an indicator that it has really impacted on the communities. The way the community policing model and our SGA training interfaces is that during our basic guard training, which is the first training a guard goes through after being recruited, this training takes about 12 days, that is 2 weeks. We invite the police to come and give some modules on community policing. And this does not only end in the classroom. During festive seasons, when there is a heightened security concerns, the police will always approach us and request for assistance from us, whereby we allow them to embark on our vehicles and patrol in the crown-prone areas, giving visibility that the security is around, and this has helped to reduce crime rates during those times. 3 tiers in the case of Anglo Gold, Ashanti, Geita Gold Mine is that they have their own in-house security. Then they have us as contracted security. And then they also have the Tanzania police who are deployed in areas that are seen to be risky. And on top of that, we have community, we call them community-based security. These are individuals who have been selected from the community surrounding the mine to provide information, like intelligence information, because they live among the would-be intruders. And therefore, if these intruders were planning to intrude, then these people would get intelligence about it, and they would transmit the intelligence to Anglo Gold security team and ourselves so that we could take mitigating measures. Yeah. In the case of Geita Gold Mine, Geita Gold Mine has got a security department, and they have one manager who is responsible for community policing. So this manager organizes all the logistics, uniforms, training, communication equipment, how they are paid, and all that. And he also interfaces with the local community leaders when they are selecting the individuals who will act as community policing guards. Yeah. We have 3 types of guarding operations. Sites like, remote sites like Geita, North Mara, Bulyanhulu, Buzwagi, they have a security management team in place. And this security management team, how do I oversee remote sites like Geita and the Barrick ones. I would say that we have different variances of the guarding operations. We have sites that we call standalone. For example, Geita and the Barrick, which have a dedicated team of a dedicated management team that is on the ground. And it oversees the day-to-day running of the security operations in those sites. All they need from me is oversight. And this oversight is done through regular oversight visits to those locations to check and see whether they are operating as per our SOPs and the client's SOPs. And during those visits, we also interact with the guard force on the ground to get to understand whether there are issues that need head office intervention. And we tackle them during those visits. The most challenges that we face when we do our oversight visits would be small complaints about supervision, about people not being treated fairly, and all that. But this is human nature. Nobody will say he's being treated fairly. They will always get a reason to give to us because we've come from head office. They would want to portray maybe a harsh supervisor, a supervisor who is very strict. They would like to portray him in bad light, like that. But then we do not take anything for granted. Any issue that is reported to us and we feel it is of substance, we investigate and take corrective action. At the Geita gold mine, the police are deployed there because the police use firearms. And they use firearms with lethal ammunition. For us, we use firearms, but with non-lethal ammunition. So where we are unable to contain a situation because of the limitations that we have, then the police are called in. Because the police have the right to use some sort of force. For us, we are restrained in terms of use of lethal force. So the police comes in and takes over. But on day-to-day operations, we don't interface at all, apart from when there is a situation that needs their intervention. In most cases, incidences of intrusion, we will have scared the intruders before there's a requirement for the police to intervene. Yeah, for Geita gold mine, very few. We've had very few instances when we had to call in the police to quell. Sometimes we have the police come in to do the arrest. If there is a requirement for arresting, then the police comes in and they do the arrest and take these culprits to the police station. And that is where we end. Yeah. The number of incursions at Geita gold mine have dipped because of the introduction on usage of technology to detect and deter. The mine has invested a lot in CCTV coverage so that whenever there is a group of intruders intending to intrude, they are detected from afar before they enter the mining license area. and then they are quelled before they come in. So that has helped a lot in reducing the number of intrusions. Once there's a detection, the rapid response or intervention team is alerted, and they go to the periphery of the mine area. And once these people see that they're being detected, when they see there is a presence of security guards, armed security guards, then they abort whatever they were planning to do. So detection is key. How do we build trust between the security guards and the local community? Number one is we recruit from among the local community. So the local community is aware that the security guards in the mine are one of their own, one and the same. So first of all, they feel proud that SGA as a company has provided a source of income for one of their own. And if they have plans to intrude, they go easy because it means that they will be confronting one of their own. And we have emphasized that very much when we are recruiting, because we advertise locally within, and when they come, we give them priority. Apart from positions that will need expertise, we will always recruit from the community, the local community. And that some sort of gives them a leeway to operate without much threat, as if they were people from other areas coming to operate there. There is what we call a district security committee in each area, in all the areas that we operate. There's a district security committee which comprises of members, the local government leaders and representatives from the community, plus the police and the reserve force, plus the defense force. These committees have a sitting. They always have a sitting once in a month. And during those sittings, any issues related to security are discussed. And if there is any issue that relates to SGA, it is brought up then, because SGA, as a stakeholder in the security industry, also participates in those meetings. And therefore, we are able to respond to any concerns that are raised. And if there is no response there and there, then we ask for time to go and work on the concerns and give feedback in the next security meeting.